to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and combos collide. Your host, Fredo, Mo Money, Jay Will, Mills Lane, and Kobe, the Cobra Turner. Authentic, unapologetic, no edits, no cap. Let the combo begin.
Okay, Sports Show podcast where sports and convos collide. I am your host, Fredo.
I'm your host, Mo Money.
I'm your host, Mills Lane.
I'm your host, the Cobra.
That's what I'm talking about, man. What's up? What's up, team? How y'all be today, man? Mills, what's up? You look tired, sis. What's going on?
Man, God
Them kids wearing you out?
Nah.
Yeah. What's up, Mo Money? What it do, man?
Man, I'm outstanding.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
What's
I've
up,
been doing a little bit better.
Cobra?
My bracket was better.
What you say, bro?
My bracket was better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I wish I could say the same for my bracket as well. My bracket was officially busted as well, man. So it is what it is. How you guys brackets looking, Mills and Cobra?
Busted.
Horrible.
Trash.
Trash.
Not trash.
Look, hey, look, folks. So look here. I was talking to Jay Will the other day. He said, "Hey, man, I want you guys to bring this up." He was talking about the Virginia Furman game, the opening round. Shout out to Furman. I did pick that. Thank you. I'll take this opportunity to thank myself.
I love how he looked around like he got an audience.
Yeah.
I do.
Salute.
Thank you. Yeah. Clap for me.
Salute to that, yeah.
But yeah, I did pick Furman. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. But I wanted to talk about, or not on, I wanted to talk about, but he brought up in terms of that last play when I think is what's his name, Key Clark or what have you, the point guard from Virginia, right? They were up by 1, but he like I said, he threw the ball away, and I was trying to figure out. He was like, okay, he said, Fred, he said, was it his fault as a point guard, or was his teammates' fault in terms of not coming to the ball? And he wanted to present that to you guys. Me personally, that's his fault, because not only that, when you came, I don't know if they came out of a timeout. If I can remember, you got to know you got a timeout. You had a timeout available for you. Call timeout.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what Chris Webber did in the 90s and what Lawrence Moten did in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't had no timeout.
Yeah,
y'all remember those games?
Yeah.
Mo, stop lying. You was 12.
Hey, they had this documentary called The Fab Five, and that's what got Chris Webber ass banned from Michigan. No, isn't it?
He said, "Stop lying, Mo. You was 12, Mo.
Man,
you right? Yeah.
Hey, real talk.
Mo, you was born in '93.
No, yeah, I was born in '87, but shit,
I was about to say what?
No,
no,
I don't remember watching the game, but it's been on replay so many times. And Michigan was cultural icons.
Yeah, they were. They definitely was.
They
Absolutely.
the reason I got cable in college. Well, my 13-inch TV.
Oh,
the
wow.
Fab Five.
Oh, wow.
I had to watch ESPN.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, what are you guys' thoughts in terms of, man, those opening 2 rounds, man? I mean, those were some crazy finishes, man. Quite a few upsets.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cobra? What was your impressions in terms of the first week?
Well, I mean, the tournament is living up to its name, March Madness. I mean, that's what we've been seeing. A lot of upsets. Well, what we used to call upsets. So we have to keep things in perspective because college basketball is not what it used to be. Like when we were coming up, you used to like picking your teams on your bracket was easier back in the day because you can pretty much depend on the top seeds.
Higher seed, yeah.
Yeah, getting to the latter rounds of the tournament, and you'll get a Cinderella, but you might have one Cinderella, two at the most that surprise you. But the state of college basketball now is so much parity. And like the mid majors and the lower division ones, they're not mid majors and low D1s anymore. For this reason, these are grown kids. I like to call them. I don't want to call them grown. They're grown kids. When they're playing against these Power 5 schools, they're playing against talented players, but one and done players, fresh out of high school. They don't have the experience. Some of them don't have the physical strength. And hasn't built that mental strength yet as well. When you playing against these kids from these mid majors and lower D1s, they're battle tested. Their body is different. They're mentally tough. So it's not they're not underdogs going into these games anymore. So that's why I think when we pick brackets now, we still have that mentality of when we grew up, but we have to think about how the game is played now and the nature of these teams, because these not really upsets. These are just better teams winning.
Right. That's true.
I agree.
I used to always say back in the day, remember we used to holler, be like, how they keep doing these matchups or these blowouts? But now, like, it's very few blowouts. Like Kobe said, these mid majors, they come in prepared, and some of these players like 30 years old too. So
you're right.
Like, second chances is a thing, right?
Oscar Schwebe from what is his name? Schwebe from Kentucky. He got to be 47 with 9 kids.
Man. Like he's
I ain't trying to hear that. That man been through some shit. I ain't trying to hear that. Ain't no way in the world. And you can't tell me he under 25. I'm sorry.
He playing against his children.
He rebounding the ball like they kids.
Yeah.
Hey, but the other thing too, man, is you can't really pick brackets unless you watch college basketball. I'm gonna admit to y'all, I don't watch all the damn games. I watch the major games.
I'm with you,
know what I'm saying? I might catch an alumni, like somebody, if I know they're alumni, like I watch Drayton now, that I know Kobe. Other than that, man, I ain't watching all these games.
Nobody got time for that. Listen,
it's not the same no more to me.
We try to get we dip in a little bit, but I, again, like Fairleigh Dickinson, I had no idea, but when you see them play, you go, okay,
for sure,
okay, I'm good.
And to Mo's point, you got to know which teams to watch, because a lot of us, we don't want to watch the game unless it's Arizona, Kentucky, Kansas. But you got to watch these schools that you have no interest in watching, because that's where the ball is at. Yeah.
I was impressed now, and I don't watch a lot, and I haven't seen, early on Tennessee was talked about, right? They was good. They were good, but I didn't watch none of their games.
Yeah.
I watched 30 seconds of Pavlovich, that dude in the center. All I need to see is power and no fear. And that kid has power and no fear. And I was like, okay, I'm Team Tennessee right now.
He a freshman.
Shut up.
Yes, he's a freshman.
He like he's 37 years old.
He look straight from I know, right?
Dude, I was like, and remember in the 90s when these international teams, where we were blowing them out. USA ain't blowing nobody. They shipping them over here, and they are good with a T. Dude is big, powerful, not afraid. I saw him literally 30 seconds in the post and was like, okay, Tennessee.
Yeah, he was making his presence known.
I needed.
I mean, well, Mills, to that point, you look at the NBA, your top 5 players, most of them are foreign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean,
it's a new day.
I don't know how to pronounce none of it. Whatever, but yeah.
Embiid.
Joel.
Hey, peeps, one of the games that somewhat threw me off, and I don't know if you guys saw that game, and Mills alluded to it earlier. I think it was Fairleigh Dickinson against Purdue. Now, Kobe, did you watch that game? I want you to, and Kobe, I know you're going to give me great perspective, right? Or give us great perspective. Okay. what Fairleigh Dickinson did, like I said, they were pretty much guard and forward oriented and stuff like that. They pretty much used their speed against Purdue, right?
Yeah.
And it pretty much took Zach Edey, that 7-footer, just took him out the game, especially in the second half, because I don't think he scored in the last 12 minutes of the second half. They shut him down. But check this out, Mills. They kept running pick and rolls, and I'm like, okay, Matt Painter, are you gonna make an adjustment? At least go to a zone or something like that, because they was beating them off the bounce, but they kept like I said, they kept pinpointing them out on those PNRs every time, man. And it was nothing that he can do on the perimeter.
I love that, coach. That's a good game plan, right? Like he said, he watched it and he found a way they may be able. And that's to do. You got to play on their weaknesses, and they played it up. And poor little Edey, he just looked like his mom. I felt bad for his mama. His mom was like, "Oh, I got to hear this tonight."
I Kobe. I mean.
No, I mean you hit the nail on the head, Fred. I mean, you know the old saying, speed kills. You know what I mean? So they played fast, they controlled the tempo, and they played at a pace where Edey wasn't a factor. Like in the NBA, when you have games like that, they normally take their big man out, and go with a small lineup. But in this case, Edey is that guy. He's probably going to be National Player of the Year if he didn't already get it. So they kept him on the court, but that hurt them at the end of the day because he was tired trying to keep up with the pace. You know what I mean? And Fairleigh Dickinson, you can tell they run a lot of 17s in practice because they did not let up. They played. What's the coach used to have 40 minutes of hell?
Come on, Nolan Richardson.
Nolan Richardson.
Nolan Richardson. They played Nolan Richardson ball right there for 40 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. You're right, man. That's what Arkansas did to Kansas the other day. They just pretty much they played like they ain't had nothing to lose any daggone way. They played like
that's how you're supposed to play,
you're right.
Especially in tournament time. But I gotta jump in here. Jeff Smith. Jeff has triggered me and my childhood traumas with that Avatar. Do y'all remember that movie? That little dog was with the knife. Y'all don't remember that?
You know what? Hold on.
The lady was in the house and he was
the ABC special.
I don't remember.
It was not a monkey.
Jeff, put the name.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, Mills.
Hey,
I remember that joint now. It was like an ABC special or something like that. Back in the day. You took it way back.
For your ankles.
That was a trigger right there.
At night.
that was a big time trigger. Hey, Mo, let me ask you this. I don't know if you pay attention to Virginia, and Kobe probably can answer this, or Mills can answer this as well. So Tony Bennett, head coach of Virginia Cavaliers, right? Mm-hmm. We know he's won the national championship 3-4 years ago, or what have you, or probably 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Lately, I guess what the past 3 or 4 years, he's been pretty much his teams has been an early exit. Should it be a situation, man, where he needs to sit back and think about his offensive philosophy, possibly just change it because whatever they're doing, it's not working, and it's not up to par in terms of today's college basketball? Or should Virginia just look at, in terms of their administrators, look at, replacing them?
I don't know if Tony Bennett needs to be replaced. Maybe you need to have a conversation with him because Virginia is too reliant on the 3-point shot. If you look at their offense, they don't run a lot of motion sets. They don't play a lot of big men. When they won the championship, they relied on that 3-point shot, but they had NBA shooters. And then they had a lottery pick in Hunter as well. So I definitely think that they need to scale back the reliance on the 3-point shot. Because it's costing them games. It cost them a game in the ACC tournament against North Carolina as well. They shot themselves out of the game. So that's just the honest truth about Virginia right now.
Yeah, because they lost to UMBC?
Yeah. The school Stringer Bell went to.
There it is, right there.
Hey, Jeff, thank you for finding out the name of that show. I'm over here cracking up. Trilogy of Terror.
But Mo, right, they have to stop being so reliant on the 3-point shot. But they also lost their calling card too. They hung their hat on defense. You know what I mean? Virginia has always been a smothering defense, shut you down, control the tempo, play a good half-court game, get high percentage shots, and then smother you on the defensive end. I don't see the same defensive intensity that they've had in years past. So I don't know if it's a recruiting thing where he needs to recruit more athletes that's longer and athletic that can really get after it and be versatile on defense where they can switch and stuff like that. But they lost that a little bit, if you ask me.
Yeah. Hey, Kobe, let me ask you this. And you're probably the only one that can answer this. I know Mills had a brief basketball career. I had a brief basketball career, but nothing for me to elaborate on for real. Right. Not as star-studded as yours, should I say? But let me ask you this, Kobe, because I was thinking about this the other day, right? And I was just looking at the tournament. Did you ever get a chance to play in the tournament?
No, we played in NIT.
Okay,
we actually got shafted. We won Atlantic 10. Mm-hmm. We won 20-something games, and we didn't make it. We was the first. We was on that first 4 bubble team.
Yeah,
that got our bubble burst. But yeah, that was unfortunate. So
you mean y'all played in that game and lost, so you never got to the big stage, but you were in it. You just.
Well, no, we didn't get picked for the 64 bracket, so we ended up going to the NIT, and we was the number 1 seed in the NIT. But
you lost the tournament. That's what it was.
We lost our tournament, but it was just heartbreaking because we had such a great season. We beat a lot of top 25 teams. We were a top 25 team, and we like I said, we won the Atlantic 10 regular season, and that year. I think what it was, it was so many Atlantic 10 teams that made the tournament. You know what I mean? We had 7 teams that was expecting to go into the tournament that year. And we ended up getting 5 in, and 2 teams went to the NIT.
Wow. Yeah. What I wanted to ask you though, bro, is how does it feel as a basketball player with your basketball abilities? Like to carry a team night in and night out. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, is that pressure, man? You know what I'm saying? Or is that something that you don't think about? I never had to carry a team. I was always surrounded with better players around me. But I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? In the clutch, when they call a timeout, you know that the player is drawing up for you, or you know that you got to hit a key shot, key bucket, key free throw, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? To put that team on your shoulder. Does that carry any added weight, any added pressure, or is this just something that you just, you know what, man, this is just in my DNA?
Yeah, it's in your DNA, but more than anything, it's something you prepare for. It's something you dreamed about your whole life. And I mean, that's what you're in the lab for. You practice hours a day, shoot shots a day, and you're working on your body, you're working on your game. So when you get in those moments, it's just second nature because you've done it so much in the off season and when you're practicing. So I mean, it's just something that you do. You don't even think about it. You already know that the ball is going to be in your hands, and you have such a high belief in your abilities that you feel that you're going to deliver every time. So it's never pressure. I would call it excitement. Wow. I used to love like when the games was like a yo-yo game going back and forth, and whoever win the game is going to probably be the team with that final possession. And I used to hope for games like that. You know what I mean? So you can get the ball and do your thing and help your team to a victory. So yeah, I don't think any player in that position feels pressure. They actually relish those moments.
Wow. It's great perspective.
Great answer.
Yeah, great perspective. Yeah. Wow. Anything you want to add to that, Mills?
No, I was just looking at my mail.
You got mail.
I thought she said I was just looking at my stats. You know what I'm saying? When I played for Lee, you know, when I played for Nanny Lee back in '83,
we was tearing it up rec league though.
You and Tennille Payne.
Me and Tennille Payne. Listen, we I was talking to Tennille, texting her earlier. But look, no. Did y'all know that rec leagues are not free anymore? Recs are not free no more in Alexandria.
Yeah, I heard that shit is so disappointing.
Biggest travesty.
It is.
Unequitable type of BS I ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I remember years ago before they tore down the old Charles Houston, they were saying once they built the new rec that
ain't no way in the world
they were going to charge for you to get in, and I was like,
pay off that bill.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hey, newsflash, guys. I've never been inside of the new Charles Houston. I've never been inside.
Wow.
I kept it. Yeah.
I played
inside it.
I played in like
never been inside
2 or 3 men's leagues in there. Years back. So I mean, it's cool. It's a nice rep.
Okay,
but it's not.
Come on, it's not the old Charles.
It's not Charles Houston, though.
It's just not Charles. The smell. It's just something about it, man.
The smell.
Exactly.
And the slippery court, man.
Thank you. Absolutely.
You got James Curl on the bottom of your shoe.
And James Curl cussing me out.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
You just run into the wall.
Yeah.
Keith, you got one more time to keep cussing up in here. Yeah, I remember that, man. Like it was yesterday. Those were the absolute days. Hey guys, look here. So quick. Before you good, bro?
You mentioned Lee, my alma mater. I just want to give a shout out to Bill Courtney. He's a associate head coach or assistant coach for the Miami Hurricanes. So he's on the bench over there doing this thing. And then they beat Indiana.
Yes, they did, man.
Shout out to Kenya Hunter from Arlington, Wakefield High School, who's on the bench for Indiana. So we had Northern Virginia represent.
That's what's up. Yes, indeed.
Shout out.
Yeah,
that's a big time.
Shout out my guy Ivan Thomas, who has been an assistant on Providence's bench for the last few years, and as they transition
to Georgetown, right?
DC and Georgetown. Hey, just notice Ivan is a fashion plate. And that's all they were talking about today on Twitter is about who was the assistant coach with the Louis Vuitton backpack. It was like, that's not Ivan. We went to VCU together. So, and he also was the head coach when TC won their last state basketball championship.
Hey, Mills.
Don't mention VCU around me right now.
Sorry.
You know, I feel some type of way.
I know.
Hey, shout out to Ed Cooley, man. Congratulations on being named the Georgetown head coach. All they got to do is win 4 games and they'll be winning.
Right,
exactly, right.
No pressure for him.
No pressure at all.
Take your time, bro.
Is low.
Right. He's at an AAU practice right now as we speak. Yeah. So, I didn't think that he would ever leave Providence. My top choice was Rick Pitino, because like I said, I didn't think Ed would leave Ben, so he's from Providence. But when I found out that he took the job and they snagged him away, man. Then I looked at the press conference today. I was thoroughly impressed. With his plan, with his vision for Georgetown, and man, great sense of humor. Then he mentioned Ivan Thomas. I was like, what? I didn't even know Ivan Thomas was assistant coach with him at Providence, man. But hey, man, congrats to him, man. Big time.
But the bad thing about it, he got to go against Rick Pitino now.
Rick Pitino is going to do something nice with St. John's. But the one of the advantages that Ed Cooley has is, like I said, this DMV area is a hotbed for basketball, what have you. So, hey, man, he can start create some barriers and stuff like that, man, and pretty much try to lock it down as much as possible. So, but we'll see at the end of the day, man. It's all good.
Shout out to Rick Pitino, man. He took Iona to the tournament.
Yeah,
come on, man. 3 years straight.
What? Three out the 4 years he was there, they went to the tournament.
Come on, man.
I don't even know where Iona is at.
It's in New York. I know it's in New York.
I didn't know that.
I know my old coach Arnie Russell used to be, like I said, was a hell of a player there and stuff like that, man.
Arnie.
Yeah,
Somebody
man.
else got the Iona job that had a team in the tournament.
Yeah, man. Kim English.
Okay.
Kim English, former coach of George Mason. He got the coach now, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Jim Larrañaga.
Yeah, man.
Larrañaga.
You said Larrañaga.
Cheers.
Hey man, I'm done, yo. I'm done. She done beat that man.
Damn.
All right.
I'm about to get off.
Larrañaga.
Nega.
Yeah, nega.
Dude been VCU, George Mason.
Yeah.
Miami. Where was he before Miami? No, George Mason.
Yeah, he's been in Miami for a while now.
Yeah.
Yes, he has, man.
Shout out to him.
Good coach. Great guy. Good coach and good recruiter as well, man. They got a young, I think it's Wong. They got
Yeah, he transferred from Mason.
He transferred from Mason. Yeah. Man, he is Isaiah Wong, right? Yeah, he is nice. Nice game, man. But guys, look here. We got the Sweet 16 coming up, man. Mo. Oh, Mo, before we go to that, Mo, I owe you props, man, because you said it, man. And I don't know why I keep sleeping on Michigan State. Every time they in the tournament, man, he got those guys prepared big time. I don't know why I slept on him. I thought it was going to be an early exit, man. In the second round.
What coach has the most NCAA tournament wins? Tom Izzo.
Yeah.
don't sleep on Coach Izzo.
Yeah, you can't. Nah, you can't. He has his teams prepared.
The fan section is the Izzone. Like, that's so high. He is a really nice guy. He used to do some spots at ESPN when I was there back in the day. But he's a really nice guy.
That's what's up. Hey, but look here, man. We got some. There's some hellified Sweet 16 games coming up starting tomorrow night, man. You talking about Michigan State, Kansas State, Arkansas versus UConn, Gonzaga versus UCLA, Florida Atlantic. Well, Tennessee, that can be desired, but San Diego State, Alabama, that's going to be a good one right there. Miami, Houston, Princeton, Creighton, Xavier, Texas. Oh my gosh, man! You're right. I'm like super excited, man. I really am.
What's the old Texas coach? What was his team that he coaching?
Old Texas coach.
The former Texas coach at Barnes. Who was he coaching?
Tennessee.
Rick
Barnes is coaching Tennessee.
When I saw him, I was like, okay. I didn't know Texas had a black coach.
I think Chris Beard was their coach originally, but they fired him early in the season or what have you because some type of don't quote me on it, alleged domestic violence situation that transpired or what have you. So they had to let him go, and they got the assistant coach that's pretty much took over. But let me tell you this, guys. I'm glad you brought that up, Mills. They better be offering him a contract. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
For real, you don't be going out here looking for no daggone Calipari and stuff like that. This man took over that team mid-season or what have you, and look where they're at right now. They're in the Sweet 16, possibly get to the Elite 8. I'm sorry, you better offer that. You better offer him a 5-year deal, man.
Yeah.
So most of us had Alabama winning on at least a couple of our brackets.
Yeah.
Do we still feel that way?
Yeah, I got Alabama winning it all, but Alabama, they shaky to me in a sense, man. If Maryland had any type of offense or whatsoever, you know what I'm saying, that game would have been close. But yeah, they couldn't hit the backside of a barnyard. You know what I'm saying, by looking at that game. What you about to say, Cole?
No, I just think Alabama is going to be more dangerous as the tournament goes on because those young talented studs that they got over there, I think just going to get more confidence and they're going to do their thing. You know,
I think San Diego State got to watch out for San Diego State, bro.
Oh yeah, San Diego State. That's without a question. And I mean, they well coached. You know, and he let his players do the talk. He let his players get the credit. He's not one of those coaches like, I'm gonna do all these X and O's. No,
exactly.
I'm gonna let my thoroughbreds do what they do.
That's what's up, man. Any upsets you guys got in terms of the Sweet 16?
I don't think it's a such thing as an upset right now.
Right, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think whoever wins. You
got Princeton, because Princeton, Creighton. That's not You're right. Although Princeton was the 15 seed, like I said, they put on display what they all about at the end of the day. So you're right. It wouldn't surprise me if they was to pull up if they was to beat Creighton.
Yeah, but
and
one
Princeton
team I like a lot is UCLA.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Princeton's UCLA. Who they playing?
Shit.
Oh man, yeah. UCLA is playing. Oh, Gonzaga. Yeah, they're gonna clip Gonzaga.
You think so?
I think so, man.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be close, but man, Timmy time is.
Timmy. Yeah. Timmy about 39 too, man. That's another one, man. You gotta start checking these ages, man, for real.
Hey, so another cat that's gonna be by 30 is Mondo Baycock just agreed to go back to North
man.
Carolina.
How many years he been there?
He's been there about 7 years, man.
I don't know, bro.
I think he was a freshman when I was in college.
He's been there for a minute, bro.
Oh man, you're absolutely right, man. I'm looking at Florida Atlantic, Tennessee. I'm looking at Tennessee is man.
Well, man, they put the SEC. Them teams they ready. Yeah, SEC teams ready.
They basically said we're not only a football conference, man. Basketball is here to stay. My goodness, man. You see, they just thugged the hell out of Duke the other day, man. Man.
Hey, you gotta shout out Duke, John Calipari and Florida for that. Florida and John Calipari kind of switched the landscape a little bit in the SEC. Everybody tried to compete and keep up. If you look at the SEC the last 5-10 years, whether it's South Carolina, whether it's Kentucky, there's been a team in the Sweet 16 representing the conference.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely
running the women game. Well, I love it.
And that's why I'm glad you brought that up, so we can segue into that, man. Quickly, man. So, Mills, let me ask you this, man. Do you got South Carolina winning it all?
Yep.
You don't see them being tested?
Nope.
No. Because I think, I think Maryland can test them, man. If Maryland get past Notre Dame, and like I said, I know Maryland played South Carolina earlier this year, and I think they beat them by. I mean, I think South Carolina beat them by 20 or what have you, but they beat them without Diamond Miller, which is probably she's one of the best players in the country. I think I think they can. I'm not saying they can beat them, but I think they can put some pressure on them, man. Although I'm rooting for Don Staley.
LSU still in there?
Yeah.
I haven't watched them. I haven't seen this girl Angel Reese.
She's the real deal.
She's good, but
used to play for Maryland.
She did?
Yeah, she transferred from Maryland. Yep, she transferred from Maryland.
Women enter in the portal too.
Yeah, they can do that. Absolutely. They can get those NIL deals and everything. Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Mills, if you want to look up an LSU game, she played South Carolina. South Carolina beat the brakes off.
I actually saw that game. A month or so ago.
She didn't look good at all. I think she was majority of her time. She was in foul trouble, right?
Yeah,
I did see that game actually. Yeah,
Aaliyah Boston will do that to you though.
Yeah,
put you in foul trouble real fast.
But I know Kobe said you said don't sleep on UConn either, right?
Oh yeah, UConn. You know they got it in their DNA. You know they got the champions DNA. Their coach is one of the greatest coaches of all time, men or women.
What about the Beulah girl? She's back. She's not injured no more. Beulah.
Oh, Bucklers.
Beckles. Yeah, she won't be back until next year.
She's out for the whole season. But I'm hoping AZ Fudd, gets back to form, because before she got injured,
she was on fire.
She was going to be Women's College Player of the Year.
Hey,
she was averaging like 32 points a game.
She sure hell was. She was on fire.
And she a beast. She a beast. But it's in her blood, because her mom was a beast and her pops was a beast.
God. And they're from here, right? They're from the DMV.
Yeah, her mom, Katie Schmarker Duffy.
Schmarker Duffy?
Yeah, that's her mother, and Tim Fudd is her father.
Schmarker Duffy from Madison.
From Madison, All-American from Madison.
Redhead.
The redhead chick. Yeah. The redhead.
Yeah, Cold Dog. That's her mom.
But Tim Fudd, I'd heard.
Tim Fudd went to Chantilly and then went to American University.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, Tim Fudd.
Yeah, so it's in her blood.
That's her dad.
Yeah, they have a basketball organization. Like they have a son that's nice in high school right now. So they pumping them out.
That shit did not register, man. Oh my gosh, Tim Fudd.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember Tim Fudd, but I remember
Tim Fudd a little older than us. He was a few years older, but
he came out with me, right? I think he came out with me or a year before me.
It was like 92, 91.
Yeah, 91, 92.
Yeah, something like that. But he was a dog. He was a physical player.
He sure was a stocky point guard.
Yeah. He played. Yeah, he was versatile.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He hacked the hell out you.
Yeah. Looked like Mo. Yeah.
He looked like Mo supersized.
Supersized Mo money out there for real. Yeah.
That's what's
up, man. That's what's up. Hey, let me ask you guys this while we go ahead and transition, man. So in terms of the NBA, right? I want to know from you guys. Give me your NBA team or teams primed to make a deep playoff run. Starting with you, Mo.
Man, I mean, you said sleeper
or sleeper teams, bro. It can be one team with,
Oh, to be honest,
how do you flow with it?
I don't really have a sleeper in the NBA that's gonna come out. I think they're gonna stay chalk. I mean, Boston, Milwaukee in the East. I just don't believe in Philadelphia. The two star players have not proven they can play. Their coach doesn't coach well in the clutch. Their primetime players don't play well in the clutch. They're gonna have to show me. Joel Embiid, Doc Rivers, and James Harden gonna have to show me. And because you go as far as your superstars do.
That regular season shit don't work, huh?
No, not for me. If you ask me to pick some teams, the same thing with Denver. He gonna have to show me. I'm not a believer in the Denver Nuggets. He's gonna have to show me, because every year he does this. He plays well in the regular season, and then when the games slow down and they get to bullying him and they get to touching him up and they picking and rolling him and everything, he's not getting those foul calls, they lose. So if I had to go with a Western Conference team right now, I don't believe in the 1 or the 2 seed. Man, out west is so tough to call, because if Golden State get their act together,
they're not gonna get their act together. Most go ahead. Don't even bank on it. They might not even make the playoff. They're playing tournament, bro.
They remind me of what you said about Virginia. They shoot too many threes and they lost their defensive identity.
Yeah, it is that part right there.
This is the problem, man. This is the first time Mo Money not gonna have an answer for you. I don't have a team out the West, man. I don't believe in none of them teams.
I got Phoenix.
I don't.
Okay, yeah, KD come back healthy, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
there we go.
You can't go wrong with Phoenix. With a healthy KD in the lineup. But I'm gonna go here. I know some people may roll their eyes, but I'm telling you now, if the Lakers get in the playoffs, watch out for them, because right now they are deep and they are a complete team, and they playing well without LeBron James. When LeBron comes back with that team that they have now, they're dangerous. Because they have players now that's not relying upon LeBron James making it happen for them, just for them to be successful. They got people that can go get it. You know what I mean? And right now, since the trade, they've been the number one defensive team in the NBA. So you got to watch out for the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the Lakers, man. But it all boils down to we can sit here and talk about LeBron all day, but it always boils down to Anthony Street Clothes Davis, man. At the end of the damn day,
I'm glad
you don't know if it's going to be you don't know if it's going to be a hangnail issue or what. You don't know what's going to happen. So,
but my prediction, assuming he's
healthy. I got you, bro.
Assuming he's healthy. In the East, the team that I'm going to watch, because I think they're dangerous, is Cleveland.
Yes, I concur. What you got for us, Mills?
Nothing. I ain't got nothing. I did not know that the Golden State was falling on hard times, because I was so busy reading the gossip trail about Wiggins and why he been out so long. Listen,
messy.
Wow, messy. Am I being messy?
No, you ain't
being messy. You ain't
the best friend. Like, how we doing this, y'all?
He should have went on and shot his shot with Kamala Harris.
Should have. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, I mean,
you saw them pictures.
She backed that thing up on him.
He was sneaking the
Could have been first man.
Didn't see those pictures.
Yeah,
would you say
Mo? He'd have been the first man.
Yeah, could have been first man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mills. I heard about that too.
I'ma just that's a sad situation. And I guess it makes it because he's been out. If that's the reason,
I don't.
Can we say we understand or no?
Hey, look,
y'all understand?
Hey, look, he from Canada. He need to give Steve Nash a call because you remember Steve Nash, his baby came out black.
Oh,
you remember that? Y'all remember that?
I remember that, Joe.
No. When did my man from Michigan State, Jason Richardson?
That baby was dark skinned.
I'm not boy Pappy.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm that baby daddy.
I'm that baby's pappy.
Oh,
I'm that baby's pappy, man.
No, hey, Mills, it just might, segue into something else. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if it happened to me like that, I'm gonna be on the road. I need to get on the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to play. Hey, what Mary say? You take them shackles off my feet. I'm back on the road. I'm playing.
Really? That fast? So you ain't gonna have no downtime when your heart get broke.
I don't want to think about it. But I'm on the road. We'll deal with that later. But that's just me. I'm gonna fall into what I love, and that would be basketball.
Yeah, that I don't know. That's tough, man. I mean,
somebody gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, that right there.
If I got time to sit back and think about it, I ain't distracted. I'm different. I'm not built like that to just sit back and handle it. Somebody gonna have to feel this. I'm just
well, in the wife's defense, she said this is not true.
Okay. All right. Well, Mills, you think she gonna lie and mess up the milk, that Brinks truck?
Hey, look, I saw something on TikTok today. They had Future, and he said, "Don't lie to me because I don't trust you anyway."
Oh my God. That's not true, Jeff. Stop putting it out there.
Come on,
stop putting it out there, Jeff.
Don't do that, man.
Don't do that, Jeff. That ain't even true. AI is the big homie, man. Stop that foolishness, Jeff.
Hey, what his mother say? Did Tawana tell you that?
Hey, what you think? That's exactly what you said. Did Tawana tell you that? You're not gonna put that out there on the homie, brother. I ain't going for that. Nah, but Mills, yeah, that's a tough one right there. I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you what I would do, but yeah, I probably have to. Yeah, I got to leave that situation.
The insinuation about the kids, that's like way, like, wow.
Yeah, but you didn't know that though, Brian. You don't know if your kids look like you.
The kids look like him, but it don't matter if it was an option, right? If it could have been, that's enough to drive you crazy. And if it's your best friend.
You kind of know if the kids look like you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. You can't be that damn naive, right?
From 0 to about 2, you like, I don't know, baby's a baby.
Yeah, man. You know, 3, he got hazel eyes, and I don't have hazel eyes in my family. So what? Yeah, I'm not understanding that.
They start acting like a certain person. You like, I can see a little bit of me and you right there. You like, hold on, man. I never read a book in my life. What you reading? What's
he's starting to act like my best friend mother. See what I'm saying? Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Mills, I hope you're right. I hope it's not true. At the end of the day, I hope it's not true, but it doesn't look good right now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, man. And you're right. If he's not back,
been out? A
long time.
Yeah. Long time, Mills. And I anticipate them not coming back this year. I don't anticipate it at all. I don't. And Golden State right now is pretty much at a free fall, man.
But that's interesting. This is a hard situation, but it's just the difference between, y'all act so hard.
Oh no, we just suppress our feelings.
We just suppress it.
We suppress it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Come off with this bravado, like I'm gonna be all right. I'm a man.
Yeah, man, suffering like shit.
The whole world is rocked.
Absolutely.
Women, we got to get up the next day.
But you know what though, Mills? In this day and age, man,
cry at night, get up.
But you know what, Mills? In this day and age, Mills, you got women that act more like men now, and men that act more like women.
It's always been. It's just
Nah, Mills.
I'm telling you,
it seems like it's prevalent more than ever now.
They're just showing it.
Yeah. Women ain't even, women, you know what I'm saying? Women just want to hit it and quit it now. Just want to get in and out, for real. Women are thinking more like men more than ever, man. The game has changed, man.
Jeff said it. I didn't, but that would be my line of thinking. Like, I've been being very faithful. I've been waiting on you and stuff. I've been all these groupies. I've been sending them to the side. But guess what? Send them all to
319. All of them down.
Send them to 319, baby.
You gonna be nice.
7-Eleven, baby. I'm open for business.
Yeah, you got them on the 3rd and 2nd floor, don't you?
Hey, you already know what time it is, man. Hey, when they yelling, change over, switch.
Switch.
He said groupie buffet.
It was a house party.
Hell yeah, Mills. Oh,
well, I mean,
man.
everybody different, Mills. You know, everybody different. You know what I'm saying? That's my coping mechanism. You know, he got to deal with it however he want to deal with it. You know, but that's just me. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a vent, and then you know I'll work out my feelings throughout the years. That may not be the way to deal with it, but that's my way.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. Hey, before we close, I gotta ask you guys this, starting with you, Mills. This got nothing to do with sports. Biggest deal breaker for you
in relationship?
Yes, biggest deal breaker. What's a deal breaker for you?
A liar. Because I think, you know, some men are so afraid that they're going to hurt you that they just keep the lie alive. Keep the lie alive.
That's the worst. Yeah, then you got to tell another lie to cover that lie.
But you may find out if you are straight up from Jump Street that some people would say, okay, let's try this. Let's try this way. So you just never know. Just be honest, like for real, because just be honest. It's the lies for me.
Yeah. You, Mo?
A person that's not willing to work hard, whatever that look like. It could be the gym. If that's not you, then whatever your profession is, just putting in that work. Integrity is without saying. I'm not even going to look in your direction if you're not an integral person, but I need you to be able to, every day in your life, I want it to be better than yesterday. You need to put work in.
Yes, motivation.
That's right. You, Cobra?
I would say it's a combination of unfaithful / disrespect.
What does disrespect look like to you?
That right there.
What?
I mean, I'm just saying that if you.
But Mo, I'm like, where?
I mean, if a man in a relationship, if your woman doesn't respect you as a man, you know, and you know, doesn't respect your grind, your being a provider, being a great father, you know, treating her well, but nothing is ever good enough, and all they want to do is break you down and not build you up, not build together. Then that, to me, that's disrespect.
I agree.
Me too.
That you said that so eloquently, man.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, man. Yes.
Oh, look! I want to ask you guys, because over the weekend I watched this dope documentary, Stand. Have y'all seen Stand?
I heard about it.
It is a documentary. It was the life story about Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, formerly known as Chris Jackson.
Hey, he's fine as a mug, y'all.
The most powerful documentary that I've probably seen in a long time. And
it's on Showtime?
It's on Showtime.
If you haven't seen Showtime.
If you have to, hey, get the 7-day
free trial.
Yeah, the free trial. Hey, look,
we do it.
But look, you gotta watch it. It's going to generate so many different emotions when you watch it. You're gonna be mad, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be motivated, you're gonna gain clarity on things. Like, you know, I'm not gonna give it up, but it's one of the best documentaries I've seen. You gotta watch it.
Oh, that's gonna happen. I'm watching it.
I watched it twice already.
Wow. How long is it, Cobra?
It's about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that, man.
Yeah, I am too. He the big 3 legend. You gotta watch. I love
Mahmoud.
No, hey Mo, let me tell you something, man. Watching him at LSU for those first 2-3 years, man.
Nothing like him. He was Steph before Steph.
He sure was, bro. I mean, Mo, he He had the whole entire package, bro.
Jeff said.
Yeah,
hey, Fred,
he had the whole entire package, man. I wish. What Jeff say?
I seen people say he was Steph before. Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah,
it's the truth. The way how pure his shot was, and how quick he was, how he could just stop at a drop of a dime and pull up in your grill. He is a bona fide scorer. He was a small guy, but you couldn't stop him.
And we'll dunk on you.
Hair right now. Woo!
Yeah.
I didn't catch him at LSU. I caught him when he played at Denver.
Denver.
So you saw when he was already Mahmoud.
Yeah.
Right. We transitioned at that point.
He was good then. He was good.
Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all a funny story about Chris Jackson. So he was one of my favorite players of all time, right?
I don't blame you.
So once I started to ascend as a basketball player and became a great shooter and all that, I used to emulate Chris Jackson all the way to the Tourette's.
Oh my!
No, listen. I used to look.
We not about to do this.
No, I swear on everything. Look, hey,
damn,
keep y'all text over. I'm gonna show y'all a clip from when I was in college.
Man, you better not be imitating.
You had a tip.
I swear. We was playing Xavier. Xavier's like ranked 8th or 9th in the country that season, and it was a big game. It always sells out. But I was kind of quiet in the first half, and then all of a sudden I catch fire. I hit 3 threes in a row. So after that third three, like the camera was on me because it was the ESPN game of the week.
What are you about to do?
No, I'm about to show you. And Digger Phelps was calling the game, so they had the camera. So they had the camera directly on me. So I'm backpedaling, and I start going.
Nope.
Hey, this is a true story. I swear. Hey, look, I swear on everything.
Hey, man.
Story. But
you going to hell, man.
No, I'm not. That was out of love for Mahmoud. That was love right there.
They say imitation is the sincere form of flattery. So.
Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't making fun. It was just, I thought I was Chris Jackson for a moment.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So you was imitating him in high school too, right?
I don't remember doing it so much in high school, but I remember like some summer pickup games or summer leagues, and I definitely was a couple games in college, like the one I just mentioned, and they caught me on ESPN doing it. I'm gonna send y'all the clip.
What year was this, Kobe? What year was this?
That game there when I did the Twitch, that was like 98 or 99.
Okay, cool. It's good because in 2023 your ass getting canceled. I'm letting you right now. You wouldn't have been the Cobra.
That part right there, Mo.
Would have been over.
Yeah, for real.
Nobody asked him. He never said it. He just was doing it.
Oh, they probably will today. They're gonna pay. They were like,
"Oh, I know."
Yeah, you
but
right.
Nobody knew what I was doing though.
Right.
I know.
You better not do no more on no pickup games. Now you outed yourself.
All right.
Well, let me talk to the people real fast, Fred. Hey, this is the No Cap Sports Show podcast. Hey, all our listeners and viewers, please give us your picks in the Sweet 16. We'd like to hear from you. Who do you got? Let us know.
There it is. That part right there. Hey, Mills. Look. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mills. Go ahead and get us on out of here, huh? Any final thoughts, though?
We done already.
Yeah, we's done already. We's done already.
All right, y'all. We will not see you next week. We will see you in 2 weeks. For another great show. We're working on some guests. Fellas, still working on that guest. We shall see. He doing what he usually do, but we'll see. But anyway, check us out on your podcast network, Spotify, YouTube, all of the things, Facebook, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye now.
All right.
Night.
No Cap Sports Show
There are 4 fouls on the play.
That's why it took so long.
Running into the kicker, number 34, and the kick receiver.